Welcome to Informed Tourist AI. Now hit the like button and let's get on with this informative video. Ready to uncover the hidden risks in some of the world's most beautiful destinations? You've packed your bags, booked that dream vacation, but are you prepared for the dangers you don't see coming? Stick around because in this video, we're diving deep into the top 10 countries with the highest kidnapping risks. We're talking about real danger, real stories, and real advice on how to stay safe. Stay until the end to discover the #1 danger you'd never see coming. It might just make you rethink that itinerary. Now on with the video. Kicking off our list at number 10, we have Haiti. This Caribbean nation might surprise you. You picture crystal clear waters, right? Lush rainforests. But beneath that beauty lies a harsh reality. Haiti has been grappling with a surge in kidnappings, a wave of crime that's turning paradise into a danger zone. Foreigners, especially in the capital city Port-au-Prince, are increasingly becoming targets. Imagine, you step off the plane, excited for that island getaway, and suddenly you're a bargaining chip in a high-stakes game. It's a terrifying thought, and it's the reality for many in Haiti today. Criminal gangs operate with impunity, and for them, tourists equal dollar signs. Ransom demands, often in the tens of thousands, are ripping families apart, leaving a trail of trauma in their wake. The U.S. State Department has issued a Level 4 travel advisory for Haiti. That means, do not travel. If you're determined to experience Haiti's unique beauty, avoid traveling alone, especially at night. Stick to safer areas, consult with your embassy, hire reputable guides. Next up at number 9, a country synonymous with lawlessness, Somalia. When you hear Somalia, you probably picture pirates in the Indian Ocean, hijacking ships for ransom. But what I'm talking about today, it's happening on land. Somalia is a country ravaged by decades of conflict, a place where the rule of law has crumbled, leaving a void filled by armed militias, tribal factions, and criminal gangs. It's a volatile mix, and for tourists, it's a recipe for disaster. Kidnappings here, they're not just about money, it's about power, control, and sending a message. Foreigners, aid workers, journalists, they're all seen as high-value targets. Imagine, you're walking down a street, just minding your own business, and suddenly you're surrounded, bundled into a car, your life flashing before your eyes. The Somali government is struggling to regain control, but vast swaths of the country remain lawless. There's no centralized authority, no one to call for help, no guarantee of rescue. The message here is simple: Somalia is off limits. At number 8, we find ourselves in a country torn apart by war, Yemen. A land that has seen better days, now shrouded in the shadows of conflict. Yemen wasn't always like this. It was once a place where life thrived, where the streets were filled with the sounds of laughter and commerce. It was once a place of vibrant culture, ancient history, stunning landscapes. The mountains and deserts told stories of a rich past. Today, it's a stark reminder of war's brutal toll. The buildings stand as silent witnesses to the devastation that has unfolded. Yemen's been locked in a devastating civil war for years. A multi-sided conflict that's drawn in regional powers, each vying for control. The struggle for dominance has left the nation in ruins. The result? A humanitarian catastrophe, a country on the brink of collapse, and a breeding ground for lawlessness. The people suffer, waiting in long lines for basic necessities. In Yemen, kidnappings are a tactic, a way to gain leverage, to spread fear, to extort money. It's a grim reality that has become all too common. It's a sickening reality, and it's one that affects everyone, from ordinary Yemenis to foreign journalists, aid workers, and tourists. No one is safe from the reach of this chaos. Imagine you're in Yemen, trying to witness firsthand the resilience of the human spirit, to document the stories that need to be told. You're there to shine a light on the darkness, but in the blink of an eye, you become a pawn, a bargaining chip in a conflict you don't even understand. Yemen's a no-go zone. The risks are too high, the danger's too real. The risks are too high, the danger's too real. It's a place where hope takes hostage, and survival becomes the only goal. Chapter 4, Pakistan, the high-risk zone, where even locals tread carefully. Coming in at number 7 is a country of breathtaking beauty and complex challenges, Pakistan. Pakistan's a place of incredible diversity, from snow-capped mountains and lush valleys to bustling cities and ancient ruins. But beneath that allure lies a stark reality, a high-risk zone where even locals tread carefully. We're talking about a country grappling with militancy, terrorism, and sectarian violence. Certain areas, particularly in the northwest along the Afghan border, are considered no-go zones. Foreigners, especially Westerners, are seen as high-value targets by extremist groups operating in these regions. Kidnappings are a tactic used to instill fear, to extort ransoms, to make political statements. Major cities like Islamabad and Lahore are generally considered safer, but even there, the threat of terrorism remains a constant shadow. Traveling to Pakistan requires careful planning, thorough research, and a healthy dose of caution. If you're not willing to take those precautions, then Pakistan's a destination best admired from afar. Too real. The southern Philippines is plagued by insurgency, poverty, and lawlessness. These issues have persisted for decades, creating a volatile environment. The waters around the southern Philippines are a hotbed for piracy and armed groups, some with links to terrorist organizations. These groups exploit the region's instability to carry out their nefarious activities. They prey on fishing vessels, merchant ships, and even tourist boats, snatching victims and holding them for ransom. The fear of being kidnapped is a constant threat for those navigating these waters. The Philippine government is trying to combat these groups, but it's a constant battle. Despite their efforts, the vast and rugged terrain makes it difficult to maintain control. The vastness of the archipelago, the porous borders, the poverty that fuels desperation, it all makes for a potent mix. These factors combine to create a challenging environment for law enforcement. The Philippines can be a dream destination, but it's crucial to be aware of the risks, particularly in the south. Tourists should not let their guard down, even in seemingly safe areas. Stick to safer areas, travel in groups, be vigilant, and stay informed. Always check travel advisories and heed local warnings to ensure a safe and enjoyable trip. Chapter 7: Colombia, From Drug Lords to Kidnappers, Navigating the Shadows of Paradise. At number 4, we find ourselves in a country of captivating contrasts. Colombia. This South American gem is a land where the old and new coexist in a fascinating blend. Colombia is a nation of vibrant culture, breathtaking landscapes from snow-capped Andes peaks to Amazonian rainforests, and the stunning Caribbean coastlines. It's a place that's undergone a remarkable transformation, shedding its image as a narco-state to become a must-see destination for travelers worldwide. But Colombia's past casts a long shadow. The echoes of its turbulent history are still felt today. While the days of Pablo Escobar and the Medellin Cartel are over, the country's still grappling with the legacy of that era. The scars left by decades of conflict and drug wars are not easily erased. While major cities like Bogotá and Medellin have become safer, venturing off the beaten path, particularly in rural areas, can be a risky proposition. Armed groups, remnants of guerrilla movements and criminal gangs, still hold sway in these remote regions. They operate outside the law, controlling territory, extorting locals, and kidnapping for ransom. These groups are a stark reminder of the challenges Colombia faces. The Colombian government has made strides in combating these groups, but it's an ongoing battle. Efforts to bring peace and stability to these regions are continuous and require constant vigilance. Colombia is a country of immense beauty and resilience, but it's essential to be aware of the risks, particularly in remote areas. The spirit of the Colombian people is unbreakable, and their hospitality is renowned. Stick to well-traveled paths, hire reputable guides, stay informed, and trust your instincts. With the right precautions, you can safely explore and enjoy the wonders of this incredible country. Coming in at number 3 is a country that needs no introduction when it comes to the dangers lurking beneath its sunny facade. Mexico. Mexico is a country of incredible history, vibrant culture, stunning beaches, and some of the warmest, most welcoming people you'll ever meet. But it's also a country grappling with a serious problem: cartel violence. These are powerful, ruthless organizations, fueled by the drug trade and operating with impunity in many parts of the country. They control territory, corrupt officials, terrorize locals, and engage in kidnapping. Even tourist hotspots like Acapulco, Cancun, and parts of Mexico City are not immune. Tourists are seen as easy targets, walking ATMs. The Mexican government is engaged in a bloody war against the cartels, but it's a complex, deeply rooted problem with no easy solutions. Mexico is a country of immense beauty and allure, but it's crucial to be aware of the risks, to stay informed, and to exercise caution. At number 2, we find ourselves in a country grappling with a toxic mix of oil wealth, poverty, and violence: Nigeria. Nigeria is Africa's most populous nation, a place of incredible diversity, from bustling cities to fertile farmlands to vast oil reserves in the Niger Delta. But it's those oil reserves that have become both a blessing and a curse. The Niger Delta has become a hotbed for militancy, corruption, and kidnapping. Armed groups target oil installations, sabotage pipelines, and kidnap for ransom. Foreigners are seen as high-value targets, their presence a reminder of the wealth extracted from this region while many remain in poverty. The Nigerian government is trying to address the root causes of the unrest. But it's a long, difficult road. Nigeria is a country of immense potential, but it's also a place where the stakes are high, and personal safety is never guaranteed. Travel wisely, stay informed, and if you're offered a job in the Niger Delta, think long and hard about the risks involved. And finally, at number 1, the country topping our list of kidnapping hotspots, Venezuela. Venezuela was once a prosperous nation, a place of breathtaking beauty, from the Andes Mountains to the Caribbean coast. But today, Venezuela is a country in crisis, a cautionary tale of how political and economic turmoil can create a breeding ground for lawlessness. Hyperinflation has rendered the currency practically worthless, food and medicine are scarce, and crime has skyrocketed. In this environment of desperation and impunity, a particularly terrifying form of kidnapping has taken root. Express kidnapping. Express kidnapping is about speed, efficiency, maximum impact with minimal risk. You're snatched, forced to withdraw money from ATMs, max out your credit cards, and then released, traumatized but alive. The Venezuelan government is overwhelmed, struggling to maintain even a semblance of order. Venezuela is a country to avoid at all costs, a stark reminder that paradise can quickly turn into a nightmare. The pursuit of adventure should never come at the expense of your safety. Thanks for watching Informed Tourist AI. We've journeyed to some of the most beautiful yet dangerous corners of the world, exposing the risks that lurk beneath the surface. Remember, adventure shouldn't come at the cost of your safety. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel tips and safety advice. Let us know which destinations you'd like us to cover next. Stay safe out there. Now check out one of these videos.